What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be going over the top 10 budget cards that you guys need to buy in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM lads. So these cards are going to be kind of under 10k. Some of these cards might go a little bit over 10, but that's kind of just the number that just in general. I mean, some people consider budget cards a 10k budget, others wouldn't, but I think that's the price where it's like, if you're just starting out the game, that you can like eventually afford this card. But as well as that, if you are somebody that's been playing an absolute ton of MyTEAM, you're also going to be able to get this card, and that is what we're going to do. So again, if there's a 20,000 MT card, there's some really good ones. And then in terms of the Evos, I have gone with, are they an easy Evo? So there's going to be there's going to be two asterisks, guys, where it's like, well, one of them, he's a little bit over 10k, but he's just too good not to put in. He's just way too good not to put in. And another one, he's a really easy Evo, and his diamond is less than 10k. But anyway, before we get onto it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to hit 280,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Right now, we are just over 3,000 away. If we could, even by the end of tomorrow, somehow get to 277,000, that would be absolutely insane. So if you guys are new to the channel, like MyTEAM, can't subscribe. So anyway, now let's get on to it. So the first player, this is where the asterisk is. And this guy is probably the best player on this list, but there is an asterisk because it's tough to put him in because he's not an easy Evo, and it's Buddy Hield. So Buddy Hield right now, his Amethyst card is not expensive at all. You are picking up Amethyst Buddy Hield. You can see there, he's ending at like, well, there's one there for 11,000. There was a stage where Buddy Hield was ending at a stupidly low price. He was ending at like 3,000 buyout. I think I picked my one up for like 7.5, 8k, and I evoed him up, and like he's in my team. I was like, I need to do another Road to J Rich episode, but like I'm not getting J Rich. So I'm just trying to see what price Buddy Hield actually is. So, like, you're paying, again, probably in around 7,000 MT for him. The problem is that his diamond card, he's not that great at a Amethyst. He's nowhere near as good as an Amethyst. He's actually more usable than Amethyst because he's not going to play defense, but he's going to be a god on offense. Problem is, he's quite a lot more expensive as a diamond. And his Evo is 15 steals, which is not easy to do. Like, you're paying 20,000 MT. But you can still get him for well under 10k. And if that's the way you want to say it, and you're like, you know what, is it free to Evo somebody? Buddy Hield is one of the best cards in the game, period. Like 93 three-pointer, 90 mid-range shot. He's got not a great dunk, but he's got safe dunks, big player build, elite defense, solid speed, one of the best release in the game. 5 hot badges, pick dodger, clamps, ankle braces, stop and pop, as well as like all the goal shooting badges, quick dribble style, quick first step. I'm telling you, this guy, he's handles for days away from being just better than Klay Thompson. I'm not even going to say he's handles for days away from being a cheap Klay Thompson. He's handles for days away from, in my opinion, just straight up being a better player in my team than Klay Thompson is. That is how highly I rate Buddy Hield. But that is my like asterisk card. So whether you want to consider him on the list or not, it is what it is. So then we're going to go for the first diamond player on the list, and it's Joe Caldwell. So Joe Caldwell was around 15,000 MT for his Amethyst, and his diamond is kind of roughly in around the 10,000 MT mark. I've seen him a bit lower than that. So again, he's 10,000 MT. The difference is that he's like make a couple of 3-pointers. He's a quick Evo. You can Evo him, even if you are bad at this game and you're just starting out. You can get him Evo in like 25 minutes. So like you play a couple of games with this guy and you get him up to a pink diamond. Like he's super easy to do. So I'm not gonna count that. But with Joe Caldwell Evo'd, you are getting a really, really good 3-pointer, really good mid-range, a really good driving dunk, a pretty decent but not brilliant release. I kind of wish he had 98. He's at 95 driving dunk, good ball handle, but he's at slasher dribble style, which isn't great. Really solid steal and perimeter defense, really solid speed to ball acceleration, and really good lateral quickness at 92. As well as that, in terms of badges, 9 huffs. Like you're getting essentially 9 huff badges for 10,000. And those include mismatch expert, which is important if someone's running like a 6'8 player on him. He's got catch and shoot. He's got Huff Sniper, Limitless Takeoff as well. So he's got dunking and shooting badges. As well as that, he's got basically all the key gold badges, or key defensive badges on gold. Yeah, he's missing a lot of these New Year's resolution cards are, but he's a brilliant, brilliant player. And then we're looking at big men. And I'm still putting the big Wang in there. I'm still putting Wang Zhizhi. I still think he's in the conversation for the best cheap big man in the game. His player build is just what separates him. So you're paying roughly, you're paying under 3,000 for him. He's so much better than Brent Reeves. But badges wise, you're thinking, okay, he's only got 20 golds. But if you're looking at he's got sniper gold, but if you're looking at silver badges, he's got silver rim, silver interceptor, silver intimidator, silver limitless spot, and silver quick first step. So in terms of the important badges, limitless, intimidator, interceptor, rim are very important badges for a big man. He's got all of them. He's got a pretty decent post fadeaway despite what his rating says. He's got a really good 3-ball, one of the best releases in the game for a big man. He's got a solid shot blocker. He rebounds the ball well. His speed is bad, but it's not horrifically bad. And his lateral is not great. I'm telling you, Wang Zhizhi is going to play better in game, you think? And if you're really starting out for 2.5k, there's a guy that might be better than him at center, but I mean, you could argue him as the number 1 cheap center in the game. But then, obviously, wherever Wang Zhizhi is, Jonathan Isaac is pretty much in the same one. Jonathan Isaac and Wang Zhizhi have been... There's a reason why these two guys are synonymous with each other. They were the 2 best budget cards in the game for a long, long time. Why is Jonathan Isaac 1,500 MT? 1,200 MT. This guy's still usable. This guy will be... Obviously, not going to be usable at the end of the year, but I'm telling you, you could chuck this guy into your team right now, and you still have a great chance. He's got 27 gold badges. Pick dodger, pickpocket, acrobat, fearless finisher, corner specialist, chase down artist, clamps, defensive leader, interceptor, intimidator, posterizer, post move, lockdown, quick first step. Again, a lot of really, really good badges. As well as that, he's 6'11", can play the small forward. Again, he's the tallest small forward in the game. He's got an 84 3-ball, 85 driving dunk, 83 ball handle. Absolutely, still to this day, really good defensive stats. Really solid speed and acceleration. He's not going to be great with the ball in his hands, and good lateral quickness. You can still use Isaac right now and be successful. You really can. And then we got 2 more. We got 2 more small forward, power forward combos. First up is Kuz. So Kyle Kuzma Diamond. I mean, honestly, what price is Diamond? So his Diamond's 5k. His Amethyst, you literally could evo him in 1 game. You can evo his Amethyst in 1 game, so you're paying about 3,000 MT. You can either get it in 1 to 2 games, let it take you 5 to 10 minutes, or if you're lazy, you're still only paying 5,000 MT for Kuz. So it's not either way he's expensive. Is Kuzma here? Wait, do I not own Kyle Kuzma? Oh, I currently don't own Diamond Kyle Kuzma. Okay, it is what it is. I really like Kuzma. I really do like Kuzma. There's a reason I said that everyone should be going to getting him. So you can get less than 3k for his Amethyst, and his Diamond right now, I wouldn't have even been surprised to see him for 4.5k, because you literally would have got him 5 minutes. He's about 5.5k. So you're paying 3,000 for 25 rebounds, which if you don't have a lot of time is worth it, because still he is a steal at this price. 6'9". And I know a lot of people are like, oh, he doesn't have clamps. He doesn't have clamps. It's not the end of the world. Clamps only matters if you're guarding ball. And clamps will matter later on in the year when every single player is quick or shifty. But just user. You get better bumps off user. Clamps is one of the least important defensive badges, unless he's an on-ball defender. But he's an elite rebounder. He's an off hustler, which is really important. He also got things like goal catch and shoot, goal interceptor. He's got goal downhill, goal green machine, goal bullet. He doesn't have quick first step, but he's not going to... He's plays a better offensive no-off intimidate or interceptor, Mikal Bridges. That's kind of the way this guy plays. His defensive stats are fine. His speed is pretty okay. His lateral is good. And he's big player building game. I really like this Kuzma. I'm a big, big fan of this Kuzma. And then we got another guy who... He's better than Kuzma, stats and badges wise. But he's also worse than Kuzma in terms of He's also worse than Kuzma in terms of his jump shot release. So we've gone for like 2,500 MT. The card that has been just completely decimated by the bots. A 2,350. The bots lost on this card. There were so many of them on the market, and they all bought him for such a high price. He was just decimated, like in price, but he's still good. You've got an 86 3 ball. You got 99 driving. Like this card, we used to say that this card was one of the better cards in the maxed out set when it first came out, and he was like 45k when he first came out. We weren't even saying he was that bad. He's now 2,000 MT. If you're starting out the game, this is like the most no-brainer card ever to pick up. 99 driving dunk. He's also got 86 ball handle. He's got 84 steal, 84 perimeter defense. Like, so really solid defensive stats. Solid rebounding, good speed, not great speed ball, and good acceleration and good lateral quickness. So not gonna be greatest with the ball, regardless of I think he has quick first step. But a lot of his badges are dunking, but he's not corner specialist, so he's very rarely gonna miss a shot in the corner. Got catch and shoot. He's got glue hands, clamps, interceptor, intimidators. He's got all the really good gold badges on defense. He's got downhill, go quick first step, even though I don't think he moves that well. He's just a 3-and-D cone. He really is. You can use him at the 3, you can use him at the 4. I preferably would use him at the 4. If you're starting into the game where you're just looking for budget options for a team, he is perfect. He will be able to hold his own at any level, and there are certain positions where you kind of should go big on your cards, and honestly, point guard is one where you probably should go big. One of your point guard or two guard needs to be like an elite creator, and positions where you don't have to go big are like the power forwards, and it's because of the guys like this, guys like Aaron Gordon, guys like Kuz, that can hold their own at pretty much every level. Like, are they going to be spectacular? No, but I mean, I'm telling you, these guys can hold their own, unless you're playing comp, and if you're playing comp, you're not watching a budget video, let's be real. Then we have got, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Mikal Bridges. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, this guy has been on these lists for forever. Like, Mikal Bridges came out. Did he come out in the Flash? I'm pretty sure Mikal Bridges came out in the same Flash as, like... No, he didn't come out with Eric Snow, did he? But, like, I think he came out in the D-Rob, the last Flash. Yeah, he's Flash 4, so that was the last Flash we had. So that was the John Wall Flash. So he came out in that Flash. And, like, I thought he would... Like, at 5,000, this guy's a steal. And you're looking, he's 3,500 MT. Like, this guy... I mean, I used him over Carmelo Anthony for a while. And I'm not even joking. He has one half badge and it's Intimidator. Or say it's Interceptor, which is the best half badge in the game. But he's got catch and shoot, corner specialist, difficult shots, glue hands, pickpocket, clamps, Intimidator, posterizer, blinders. So he's got everything you need. Bullet. No flaws in this card right here. Absolutely no flaws. Silver quick first step. The only thing that he's not going to do is create his own shot. He's not going to do it at all. Like, 3 balls decent, dunks decent, but his ball handle isn't good. His dribble style is not good. He's really good. Really good defense, though. Really good speed and great lateral. So, if I were you guys, I would play Gordon, power forward, rather than Bridges. I think Gordon's better than Bridges at power forward, and same with Kuz, but Bridges is better at small forward than both Kyle Kuzma and Aaron Gordon. A brilliant card, lads. And I assume most of you guys use Bridges at this stage, but if you haven't, you should. And then, I mean, I think we're gonna stick with the Huff Interceptor and players in Eddie Jones. Another player that's pretty good, like Caruso's around 10k. I just think Eddie Jones is better. Like, Eddie Jones right now is just scarily cheap. Like, again, the market's crashed in these guys. They're still so freaking good. Like you're paying 6,000 MT for a A-tier shooting guard. Like, a top 5,000 MT for a arguably top 10, maybe top 15 2 guard in the game. That's how good Eddie Jones is. He's got an elite 3 ball, a good driving dunk. The problem is, again, slasher dribble style. He's got 88 ball handle, which is solid, but like 95 steal, 93 perimeter defense, really good at defensive animations, Got 90 speed, 94 lateral quickness, 6'6" with a decent wingspan. He's got half interceptor, which is the most important, well, it's probably the best half defensive badge in the game. He's got stop and pop, also got like goal catch shoot, gold anchor breaker, gold clamps, gold quick chain, gold posterizer, gold blinders, gold circus threes. We've got all the gold, freaking most of those gold badge, gold sniper. Like, he's ridiculous. He's absolutely ridiculous. And from 95% of people, he's probably even better than Manu Ginobili. So, he's better than Manu. He's better than Cliff Hagan. He's better than Booker. Like, him versus Caldwell, I mean, it's a close one. It really is a close one. I think Buddy Hield's better, but I think outside of Buddy Hield, the best player on this entire list is Eddie Jones. And even though I really like Joe Caldwell, like, I am a fan of this Joe Caldwell card, but I don't know. I think at this stage, Eddie Jones might be better. Then we have got, this is just kind of an underrated player, and I kind of want to put him on the list because a lot of people are really big fans of this card. If you, like, all the other guys we have aren't like big names. If you're on a budget and you want just a big name, you want someone that's a hyped player, go get yourself Vince Carter. Pay 2,000 MT, go get yourself a Vince Carter. His release is brilliant. He's got like half posterizer. He's got a lot of other key badges on gold, a lot of other good ones on silver. He's got a really good release. He's got a great driving dunk. He's still Vince Carter. Not the greatest ball handle. Defense leaves a bit to be desired. Speed is good though. Honestly, you can have fun with this card. If you're looking for a budget big name player, I mean, the budget LeBron James kind of sucks. The budget Jordan, I don't mind budget Jordan. I really don't. Budget Scotty's a little bit out of the price range to be considered budget or say Diamond Scotty. The budget Scotty the Amethyst isn't quite as good. But if you really just want a big name and you want to have fun, you can try Vince. You can try Vince. But then we have probably the two that I would say are probably, for their positions, the best two to get. First up is Evan Mobley, a guy who I keep calling Coutinho Mobley in videos. I can almost guarantee you I will not end up stopping that, and I do apologize. I do not know why. I'm pretty sure I tweeted out about Evan Mobley and called him Coutinho Mobley even on his draft day. But his Amethyst card, he's not that expensive. I thought he was under 4K. Even if he's not, he's still cheap. Like, you're paying in and around 5,000 MT for a center with a weakness, but still 4,000 MT for one of the top 10 big men in the game. A card who isn't that much worse than Kevin Garnett. And I hate, like, it's the strength. Like, Mobley has sold me a lot more than Kevin Garnett has. You know, Kevin Garnett's really sold me. But 84 3 ball with a good release. Not the greatest post game, but if you're looking at things that matter, a really good block. His perimeter defense is good. His interior defense is good. Like, defensively, stats are almost identical to Kevin Garnett's. Rebounding's lower. Speed's that a little bit lower. Lateral quickness is only a tiny bit lower. But he's a way better shooter than KG, in my opinion. He's got a better wingspan. He's taller than Kevin Garnett. 33 goals. He does not have half interceptor, which is huge. But he has almost every key badge you can ask for on gold. Like rebound chaser, or interceptor, intimidator, bullet. So, like, you're paying like 4,000 MT for a great card. And while Wang gives you something a little bit different because he's huge, I think maybe you can argue that, like, I think Mobley's a must buy. If you're starting at the game, if there are any cards that I would say are must buys, it would be Mobley. And then there's this guy right here. So the point guard position is a tough position to get much value in. I personally think that this guy, if we're looking at value, and if you want to get a hype name, like, you're never going to get better value than John Wall at, like, while he's under 30k. I just think that you're very unlikely to get much better value than that, especially if you value having a high name. But I think this card here might be better. Again, it is preference. It is a preference thing. Right now I'm running John Wall. Previously I have ran Marcus Smart. As of right now, I regret not selling my John Wall for 70k and just running on Marcus Smart. I think if we're talking about overall, it's a debate. If we're talking about value, I think even as great value as John Wall is, I still think Marcus Smart is better value right now. 10,000 MT. Smart has been as low as 5k MT, which is crazy. Smart's 6'3", long wingspan. Got 34 gold badges, including like Interceptor, Clamps, Off-Ball Pest, Lucky 7, Blinders, Circus 3s, Chef. He's got Quick First Step as well, Sniper. And he's also got like Silver Range with an unbelievably good release. The problem is no handles for days, and his ball handle is low. Everything else Smart's perfect at. 93 ball, 90 mid-range, 80 driving dunk. He's also got like 94 steal, 95 perimeter defense, solid speed, super ball and acceleration, and 95 lateral, which is insane. As well as decent tendencies, great player build, great release. Honestly, if you're looking under 10,000 or like in and around the 10,000 MT for a point guard, there are two kind of ways you can go about this. You can use Marcus Smart, or if you want to run a Buddy Hield, you can pay around 10,000 MT to put Alex Caruso beside Buddy Hield. Whereas Alex Caruso plays like an Eddie Jones, and then Buddy Hield can do all the offensive work. So yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. In my opinion, the top 10 budget players, which is I consider in and around 10,000 MT. Value is taken into account. This is not just the top 10 players under 10,000 MT. For example, if a card is 1,000 MT and he's like absolutely elite, he would have been on the list. Guys like Justice Winslow and stuff, I like Justice Winslow. He was probably the closest to making the list. Of all of those, or of all those cards that came out on Friday, the Evo cards, the like rubies, the only one that, in my opinion, even was close to making the list is I like Justice Winslow. And he would have made, like, obviously we have the asterisk on Buddy Hield, and then also I wanted to put one player in because just so that people would have fun with a card. But like Justice Winslow is cheap at Ruby, and he's like 2,500 for his Amethyst. Look, I don't mind it. Like 2.5k, you're paying. Screw it, I'm not even gonna Evo him. I'm just gonna buy him. He's not like, he's actually good as an Amethyst. I got him, Evo'd him, sold him back for like 6k on Friday, and I was working on Evoing him again. I'm most definitely not Evoing this card here. I am most definitely not Evoing Winslow. Add to collection. You can get to my auctions. 0% chance we're doing it with that. But yeah, so Justice Winslow, if you don't care about who the player is and you just want a better player, Winslow's better than Vince Carter. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. So we got Wang Zhizhi, Jonathan Isaac, Joe Caldwell, Kuzma, Aaron Gordon, Mikal Bridges, Eddie Jones, Marcus Smart, Evan Mobley, and whether you want the better card or whether you want the bigger name, Vince Carter or Justice Winslow. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.